Hello and welcome to yet another episode of DuLaBoo. If I'm not mistaken, it's season 3 and the episode H. My name is Nilam, and I would like to talk today to you about a daily report emails. As you know, everybody who is working with us is asked to supply a daily report email, a very short report email. I would like further to clarify this issue because I think this is a little bit mistaken, and a lot of people thinking that it's a way of controlling or reporting daily work. I'd like to take you in this episode explain actually what's the purpose of this email and how this should be. Okay, how this should be written. I mean, email, as you can see, well, it's an email sent from your account, DuLaBoo account, to my account, DuLaBoo. And if you consult the company guidelines, it says send a short email at the end of every working day. So you're working from Monday to Friday. And once you've finished your working day, take few minutes to write the report email every working day. And it's your local time. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, you work in your local times. So at the end of your working day. And it's stated also, send it to your line manager and stating the following. The ABCD points are just suggestion. Well, what have you achieved today? And again, few points what you have achieved, and you don't need to describe a lot what you've done, yeah, but it's nice to know in what have you been involved, how did you spend your working day. Point B, what you were unable to achieve and why. It means what difficulties did you find, how did you sort those problems, and if you send those problems. If you didn't sort those problems, we are here in point number C, and that's the question how your line manager could help you further with the task. Yeah. And number D, short, if you already know, and it's a good idea to know what you're working on tomorrow or next working day, is what you're planning for next week. Now, please pay attention because it's very, very important. Now it comes. Spend no more than 2 minutes on this task. And I'm not joking. I'm not being funny here. You can write a short email, if your working day is 6 o'clock in the evening, so you're finishing 6 o'clock or say 5 o'clock in the evening, take 2 minutes before time and write an email, very short email. Don't take more than 2 minutes and write few things what you have done this day. I mean, it might be difficult at the beginning because working at 8 hours every day, you would like to describe everything what you've done. But I will explain to you why you shouldn't do that in a few minutes. Now, well, I give you first the example what it could be an email, everyday email, report email to me. An example of the email is just very informal. Hi there, whoever reads it. I've written and published 2 articles today. Research for season, say, 6, episode C, D, and E. You can put some time into it if you think it's a considerable amount of time, 2 hours, 1 hour, 3 hours. You don't have to. And you can also write, and we're here in point B, as you can see, I encountered an error in image upload. If I can resolve tomorrow, it means that you have not been able to resolve it today. If I cannot resolve tomorrow, it means you will try tomorrow. I need your help. And clearly, three sentences, short sentences, and I know really what's going on, what you've done. And if you will, you write, to point D, I will write and publish the next episodes and research further episodes. Very general. What I'm talking about here is this part. And this part, really, it's not a brainer. If you have worked 8 hours, you can write 3-4 lines in 2 minutes. Well, if it takes you 3 minutes, well, it's not a problem either. But it should be very, very short. Now, there is an exception to those 2 minutes. Should you have, and now you guess, any questions? Should you have any questions? Yeah? Should you have any questions, you state the questions below. Cannot scroll anymore, just a second. Now, if you've got any questions, then you can state those questions below. If you're not sure of something, then of course the email is not 2 minutes. You complement this email with your questions, and you post any questions which is unclear to you. Now, if you've got a problem, I talk about error here. For example, you can upload images. First day you can state it, and if it's not urgent, second day you can try to solve it. If you don't, you can solve it. Then basically, please supply more information to me, and it could be in the either description question, the question or the question section, where you say, okay, see a few screenshots. And again, please post those screenshots in our Dropbox. You know, we're using all Dropbox here. Pop those screenshots there, or record a short video with Jink. There's a program called Jink. I can send you the details about that. It's very easy. You press a button, you show your screen like I do now, and then you explain what's the problem, and you close the video. It's get compressed on its own, and you make sure that you save it into Dropbox again. So coming back to my 2 minutes, don't spend more than 2 minutes on this email, on the closing report email. Why you shouldn't elaborate anything more? Because if you say, I've written and published 2 articles. Well, we all work here with WordPress, so it's not a problem for me if I'm interested to see which article you've written, and I am interested, believe me, just to go to WordPress and see which article you've written, if they are still in drafts, or they already published. So you don't need to describe which article is written. In WordPress it's very easy to see that. Now, if you say here, I research episodes, season 6, episodes C, D, and E, and you put here 4 hours instead of 2 hours. Well, 4 hours is a considerable time. Yeah, it's a half of working day. That's why I said we need all to learn how to use efficiently Evernote as a tool. Evernote, as you know, is database. So basically, if you research something, 99% of your time will be researching on internet, I suppose. Then everything what you see, what's interesting, that copy and paste it to our database for references. I mean, my next episode will be on Evernote, just to show you how quickly you can log things into Evernote. It shouldn't be in your way, Evernote. It should strengthen your work, and it should be really useful for future references. So again, if I look at those 2 minutes emails, reporting emails you send me, and you say, I've written articles, if I'm interested, and I am interested, I will go to WordPress and look at them. If you write to me, I spent 2 hours, 1 hour, or considerable amount of time, you don't need to put the time, like I said, you can drop it, it's not a problem. I research a few episodes or new season. We would like to see the results in Evernote. Yeah, if I see 3 pictures in Evernote and you tell me you spent 4 hours researching something, there's something wrong with the picture. I can log within 2 minutes 10 references when I'm researching something. Yeah, it's probably a lot, but you don't need to log as many. But if you come across something interesting, log it in Evernote. And if I see really a lot of logins, notes in Evernote, I know you did the research. So you don't even need in your reporting email, in a daily report email, to state basically what have you exactly researched. The interesting part is here. Yeah, you found the error. Okay, you will do something tomorrow, and if you don't find it, then basically you need to describe it and inform me how can I help you, and that's basically one line. Yeah, and for future references, tomorrow what you're going to be doing. If it's Saturday, you're going to the swimming pool or to the beach, you don't need to write about that, of course. But if it's the next working day, I would appreciate very much if you can tell me what you're working on. Okay, let me summarize that. We're talking here about daily report email. This is the email which is described in company guidelines which you should receive, and it means that you're supposed to send to your line manager every day a short email describing those A, B, C, D points. Shortly describing. My suggestion here is please don't spend more than 2 minutes on this. Be very informal. Yeah, hi there, hi Dad, how you doing? That's it. And then write quickly what you've done, very quickly, informal again. Yeah, follow those points. If you written on articles, right? I've been working on articles. If you did on research, say I did on research. And if you didn't encounter any problems, just don't even mention it. It's not a problem. And if you're not sure what you're going to be doing tomorrow, you don't need to state it. It's always a good habit to know what you're going to be working tomorrow on. But, well, if you miss it from time to time, it's good. What is important? Please send this email every day. Like I said, it's 2 minutes, it's very short. If you want me to, I send email to you as well saying what I've done during the day. So you've got the feeling, what we're doing here. And it's a nice gesture basically to just to tell us what you've done. Again, those 2 minutes are referring only to this part. Should you have encounter any errors, any problems, or have further questions, feel free to expand it. But again, if it's something very descriptive, use screenshots, log them in Dropbox, or use Jing. I send you the references if you like. Record a quick video, post it in Dropbox, and then refer to this video. So, the act of writing is not in your emails. The act of writing is not in Evernote. The act of writing is in WordPress. That's where we would like to see the creative work. That's why we would like to see the fruits of all the preparation here. So, again, daily report email is important, needs to be sent, but it's not a brainer. Limited to 2 or 3 minutes, and be very brief, very short, unless you've got problems or any questions. Thank you very much for your attention, and in next episode I'll be giving you some information on Evernote. See you then. Bye bye.